All right, everyone, welcome to a replay cast here. We have game number 2 to continue the series between Hex on the Hellborn side here against, well, we're going to call them New Team because we don't quite know exactly what their name is, but they will be our Legion side here. As you can see, the draft is already underway here for game number 2. So we have, I believe in game number 1 we actually had an all pick, so we didn't get to see the draft unfold, but we have the bands here in game number 2. We have Adrenaline, War Chief, and Electrician going to be banned out by our Legion side. We have Master of Arms, Flux, and Moira going to be banned out here by the side of Hex. So we have it, or actually we had a patch not too long ago with some ballots, and gonna be interested to see how that shakes up the drafting or teams trying out some heroes as always. So pretty excited to see what we have in store for us here. We're going to see our Legion side open with a first pick Glacius, so not really going to give away uh, too much here from their draft. They pick up a support, uh, very a very solid support to say the least with the Glacius. Definitely a fan of this hero. We're going to see Nighthound and Blacksmith, the response picks coming out from the side of Hex. So a little bit more unusual to say the least, but they did just come off a very solid game number 1 performance. So perhaps going to test out some stuff here in game number 2 with the Nighthound pick. This is a hero we don't really see a whole lot, and it's for good reason. The Nighthound is pretty easy to play against at the higher skill levels. He doesn't really offer a whole lot to team fights, and uh, he does rely more on his trickery and ability to kind of, well, he's typically played in more of an offlane style role, but mess up lane control and be a nuisance to junglers and that kind of thing is what he kind of specializes in. But with that being said, he could be played as more of a early to mid game style of core or damage dealer, but he will need those items to kind of give himself that presence in the match. They pick up the blacksmith as well with the Nighthound. I'm not too sure if that's going to be a support blacksmith or a core. I believe the staff got buffed back a little bit in this last patch with the percentage going from 33 to 20%. So staff was a pretty core item on blacksmith in the past. We'll see if perhaps we could see a staff on blacksmith, or we could just see some more utility style if he's played in more of that supportive role. So going to be interested to see where the blacksmith goes this game and how he's able to itemize. We see Accursed and Soul Reaper coming out to follow up that Glacius. So a very defensive style of setup here. We might see those two heroes paired together in the long lane to be very disruptive towards whatever farmer Hex decides to put in their short lane. The Accursed, solid at removing and dealing with the Blacksmith multicast, as well as the heals from Soul Reaper. So very tanky to counteract that burst from the multicast so far. I'm expecting our Legion side to pick up another core to pair with that Glacius, and then something like an Initiator in the mid lane to round off their draft. But we still have 3 picks for the side of Hex, so they still have lots and lots of choices here with what they want to do, as we still don't even know where this Blacksmith is going to go just yet. The bans looks like they're already done now. We have Gauntlet, Gladiator, and Rally going to be banned out here from our Hellborn side. So they ban out some of these initiators to kind of enhance those grouping up team fights that they're kind of building their lineup around. So far, we have the Predator, the Lord Sulfuras, and the Madman going to be banned out here. So we could see something like an Oogie here with the Lord Sulfuras being banned out. That would be uh, a very interesting pick if they do go for that one. We see right out the gates here, so following up that Madman ban. So more of the core style of bans coming out from our Legion side. We see the Wretched Hag and the Shadow Blade. So Shadow Blade, more notably of the two, got a buff in the last patch where his Soul's Sight now has a mini stun the first hero that he auto attacks each time he uses this form deals a bonus magic damage and applies a 0.91, 1.1, or 1.2 second stun depending on the level. So he now has a big laning buff in the early game. So he is very difficult to lane against. So they're going to pick up the Shadow Blade here and give him a test. Now we see the final two picks for our Legion side going to be the Bramble and the Parallax. So they go with a Initiator in the Bramble, a very tanky one to pair up with that Accursed and Soul Reaper now, and Parallax going to be that secondary core, most likely played in that position 1. To go with that Glacius, I'm guessing, in the short lane, but they're going to have a lot of magic damage on their side. So they are a very strong mid-game lineup. I think the late game definitely favors our Hellborn side with the Shadow Blade pickup, and they finish it off with a Devourer. So I was not expecting to see a Devourer picked up, but gotta say that Bramble Wall really countering those blink effects from heroes like the Nighthound and the Wretched Hag, as well as the the Faint Siphon jump ability from Shadowblade. So that Bramble Wall going to be very disruptive this game for several heroes from our Hellborn side. The Devourer could be played more as a support to kind of hook away the allies from that wall, for instance. But it's being played by Snooki here, so I'm going to be interested to see how Hex does decide to lane setup here. And it does look like they are going to be running a support blacksmith, so we will not be seeing a core blacksmith, unfortunately, here in game number 2. But we actually have a Nighthound, it looks like, being played in the short lane with a Devo. I don't even know if he's going to be a support or if he's jungling or roaming, but he is going to be not playing mid lane this game. And we have Wretched Hag going into the off lane. More of a weaker style offlane, not really able to contest too well. So we'll see if Wretched Hag can get those levels that she desperately needs. She will be going up against the Parallax Glacius lane that we talked about. We do have Bramble for mid lane, which he will be going up against Shadowblade and perhaps Blacksmith. Not too sure if Blacksmith will stay here in the mid lane or not, but we have Accursed and Soul Reaper going up against the Nighthound. So Devo bought something. He spent about 150 of his gold. We'll see what he did decide to buy. It looks like he bought a Veiled Rot and a Mana Potion. So I think he's going to stack and rot this easy camp, get level 2, and then perhaps buy either the full Striders, or we'll have to see what he decides to go for. But I'm expecting Snooki to be playing a very active Devourer, as he is just a really aggressive style of player. So I do not expect him to sit back and be farming. We will see how he does end up deciding to play that. I'm very excited to see the Devo, one of my favorite heroes, so that does excite me quite a bit. But the game is on here. We already see Bramble getting boxed out in the mid lane by Blacksmith and Shadowblade, so that is not looking to be too fun for Bramble. We have Wretched Hag gonna try to get the experience down here in the bottom lane. And then we have Nighthound 1 versus 2 against Soul Reaper Curse. So we'll see if Nighthound can kind of get some of those last hits, kind of pokes in there. Picks up 2 already, so he's off to a pretty decent start, 1 versus 2. But Bramble, I don't know if he can say the same. He is a melee against, well, Shadowblade is a pseudo range with that Soul's Sight. Now we have a Curse coming in here to the mid lane. So, Soul Reaper will now have a 1 versus 1 against Nighthound, which I think he will do just fine. This will give a lot more farm over to the Nighthound now, but Soul Reaper with the constant pressure, I feel like he should do very well. There's the stun coming in already. Look at the damage coming in from the stun from Blacksmith as well, and Accursed takes some heavy pressure. Bramble, oh, I missed the Bloodlust skill. They actually catch Wretched Hag out in the bot lane. It looks like they did use the silence from Parallax as well to follow up that Ice Imprisonment. Only the level 1 skilled there on the Glacius, so he did not have a level 2 ability. Devour, he did rot the camp. He picks up the boots. He's trying to line up a gank here. And now Soul Reaper is all by himself, so this is where it could get a little bit hairy for him. We'll see if Devo can land the hook here. He's trying to avoid the hook. He's going to get in range for the rot. And there's the hook. This is going to be a dead Soul Reaper, so Good patience coming in from Snooki there. Waits for Soripur to overstep his boundaries there, and they punish the Soripur being all by himself. We'll see if Devo can set up a kill now in the mid lane as we have the Blacksmith with stun. He does get the frenzy, so he does not have the flaming hammer just yet. We have Devo in a sniping position up here, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to set up a kill or not. So Soripur and Accursed are now mid lane, and Bramble is one versus one against the Nighthound. This is a little bit better of a lane setup for them, I feel like, to kind of match the lane setup coming out from Hex. Now, Wretched Hag, she was forced to go back to base, so she is not having a very good game so far. Devo is here in the mid lane, and Soripur is going to die for the second time, so he just simply gets outnumbered. They almost got the counter kill there on the Shadow Blade as he gets very, very low. He even has 2 points in the Soul's Sight, so he is leveling that up. There's the hook from the Blacksmith stun, and Accursed will go down as well, so they are making the statement here in the mid lane already early on. It is now a 3-1 hero kill lead for the side of Hex. We have Parallax picking up a bottle down here. Wretched Hag is just trying to get the experience. That is the main goal. He's going to find this lane ward actually, but unfortunately, well, it's going to run out pretty soon, but he should be able to counter that. So perhaps figuring out that's how he did end up dying. We have Devo picking up the Illusion Rune. He's going to go in with the Rod here. He's going to try to put some pressure on the Accursed. Cursed does have the shield on him, though. Snooki is trying to block him with the illusions. Oh, the blocks are so nice. I think I have the damage to bring him down here. Oh my god, these body blocks are so well played. Very excellent use of the illusions there. Good patience again. Setting up those ganks. So we see Accursed fall for the second time now. And the Roaming Devourer is actually doing quite well. He's already 2-0-2. And he's stacking the jungle now for, well, either the Shadow Blade or the Wretched Hag to later on come in here to take out the stacks. We have Bramble and Nighthound going at it. Bramble is very tanky with that Ensnaring Shrubbery. Nighthound's going to go for the kill here, though. And I think he might. Yeah, he overstepped his boundaries. That Spore Breath coming out from Bramble with the Iron Shield. He's just a little bit too tanky. And he turns it around. He gets the kill there on the Nighthound. So he's 230 GPM now. Nighthound's still doing quite well, though, with 26 last hits. But with the death, that will slow him down now to 311 GPM. So where is Devo now? He is currently regenning. He's got a bottle and Striders. Glacius is going to get the freeze here, but Nighthound has poured it in, and oh boy, that is a very dead Glacius. Parallax was not very close there to try to go for a kill. A little bit of a miscommunication there, I think. Oh, they actually get the kill there, as Nighthound assists Hag for a kill there on the Parallax. I missed that one completely, but Shadowblade, he is farming 350 gold per minute. He's got 34 last hits, so he actually has the most last hits in the game so far, but only on 3 assists, so no kills for himself. Devo's going to do a pull here. As Nighthound, he's doing a bit of roaming now that he's got his upgraded boots picked up. He is not sitting back and farming. This is kind of the playstyle of a Nighthound, so it is nice to see him being aggressive, looking for kills. He's going to pounce in here. They do have lots of heal, though, and counter-initiate with that shield, so he almost ends up falling there. It looks like Blacksmith did not get his Flaming Hammer off. He's actually skipping. Or excuse me, the Fireball. He did not spec the Flaming Hammer, so he is putting points into the Frenzy. Top lane, Bramble takes out Devo with a wall. Devo is only level 4, so pretty straightforward kill up there. Wretched Hag doing her best to avoid any further deaths down in the bot lane. we have Bat Blast available on the Hag now. We'll see if any rotations come in. We do see Blacksmith. He's going to run through a Ward of Sight here, but trying to set up a gank. Meanwhile, Devo is trying to line up a hook here on the Bramble. We have DD on the Nighthound. And they get the kill there on the Bramble. I was expecting something to happen mid, but they kind of all walked away there. So yeah, the DD Nighthound, too much damage for Bramble with the Devo there as well. Not sure if Devo actually assisted for the kill or not. I would imagine he did so. But Wretched Hag, she does have 19 last hits actually, which it's not too impressive. It's only 200 gold per minute, but considering it's a Glacius Parallax lane, I think that's not super bad. So if we say the GPM charts, the top two farmers belong to Hex, and it's a little bit more plateaued here. For our Legion side, they have decent farm across the board, but we see a 1500 gold lead so far for Hellborn. Here's the stun into a Bat Blast, and Wretched Hag tanks too many tower hits, so she will trade her life there for the Parallax. Ends up being worth it though. They get more gold for the Parallax skill. Shadowblade picks up a Sacrificial Stone. Very interesting choice there. He has maxed out his Soul's Sight. We have a Veiled Rod here on the Glacius. I don't really foresee this gank working out. Devo actually denies himself to the neutrals there. Wonder if he just decided he wanted to go back to base or what. Bramble gonna TP away here from Nighthound and Hag. No TP stopper there. Parallax gonna miss the silence there on Blacksmith. Decides not to pop the Earth Shatter. But he actually ends up getting the kill there. Now Blacksmith getting a little bit too comfortable. Here comes a Demonic Execution from Soul Reaper. Not enough damage for the kill there on the Devourer. And Curse is going to pop his... Oh, the hook just barely missed. He pops his... what's that called? The Seer. He healed himself up by a little bit there. She ends up saving his life. Devourer is level 6 now. Wretched Hag blocking the hook. He's going to hook him, and that's what we talked about in the draft, the ability to hook people away from the Vine Wall, because they cannot use their leap abilities. So is there an Ion Stone, or did he just, I think he just grabbed the region. We typically see Duder pick up the Ion Stone, but it's not going to do that this game. So that was Shadowblade getting the bottle from it looks like from Devo. So we see Brass Knuckles on Nighthound. He's going to go for that early game item. We'll probably start to see a lot more movement from him once again. Shadowblade kind of bulking up. Strider's picked up on Wretched Hag, which is kind of interesting. But we still don't have Flaming Hammer on Blacksmith. Nighthound, he's hunting in the jungle here. He knows they're working on some stacks. He's gonna find Soul Reaper here with Glacius. He's gonna give his team that information. We'll see if they decide to rotate over. Here comes the stun from Blacksmith, the Cloud, and this should be a dead Soul Reaper. So Parallax is now here with the Earth Shatter. The hook out onto Blacksmith. Nighthound will actually fall, and Devo could be in some trouble here. We'll see if the Vine Wall. He does not have it actually for 27 seconds, so Devo they might catch him here actually. Yeah, he's just gonna go down. It's a good response coming out from our Legion side here. They pick up a couple of kills in response to that Soul Reaper kill. Parallax gonna jump in here with the silence. Wretched Hag, does she end up going down is the question. Oh, he guesses wrong with the Fulcrum Shift. Okay. Good port out coming in from Wretched Hag. So Shadowblade, he is kind of jungling now, but I don't know if he really jungles that fast with this item build. Looks like he might be building into the Elder Parasite. Top lane we see the hook into the Eat. I want to say he hit the hook there on the Bramble, and they ended up getting the kill there. He did not get his Vine Wall off. I see Glacius coming in, not able to get the freeze off though. Little strange there. Wretched comes in with the Bat Blast, Sonar Scream. He's going to get it off there. Sorper trying to go for a counter kill. He gets stunned by the Fireball from Blacksmith. The ports are happening though. Devo is here from the background. A Curse is here as well. Meanwhile, top lane, Parallax takes out Nighthound, so he's not able to get out of that silence. And, well, nobody else ends up dying in the mid lane. Shadowblade continues to jungle. I think he's getting kind of close to that Elder now. Still needs a little bit more. Grouping up here coming out from our Legion side. The port is coming in. Parallax in a jump. The port will be canceled. We got a couple ports coming in to the tier 2 tower though. We have Nighthound and Shadowblade here. We have Bramble with the Invis, and he's going to spot out the Shadowblade. Here comes the Spore Breath. And will he end up using the Vine Wall is the question. There's the Glacial Downpour in the background of Shadowblade. He's taking a lot of pressure. He will fall. The Vine Wall is down. And Blacksmith will fall. There's a hook on the Soul Reaper, but they are just too tanky right now. And now the Hellborn side, aka Hex, is on full retreat as Hag blinks to safety with very low life. The tower will fall here in favor of our Legion side. And they will now take a gold lead of 550 gold. So with that team fight, they get 2 kills in the tower. And they will force Hex to fall back. Devo, he's thinking about trying to line up a hook here, but no team support as Nighthound and Wretched Hag are both very low on life. Looks like Wretched Hag got herself some regen. Here comes Parallax, and that is going to be a fast kill. He was going to go in with a hook, but he will miss, unfortunately. And they actually take out the tier 2 towers, so just the trio here of Glacius, Soul Reaper, and actually, the 4 of them, as only Parallax went for that kill onto Wretched Hag. So they now take a 2,600 gold lead. Glacius, he could maybe get the catch here on the Devo. There's the Ice Imprisonment, and he will end up hooking the Bramble, which was not his targeted choice. The Spore Breath on top, and that will be a kill there on the Devourer. So they're going to continue the grouping up here. Soul Reaper picks up a Light Brand. And we have the Icon on top of the Mana Ring here on the Parallax. So he is 430 gold per minute. He's currently the top GBM in the game. So with a death on the Shadowblade and a couple of deaths there on the Nighthound, they do get kind of slowed down there. They're still going. They take out that tier 1 tower in the bot lane, but they got the Sackstone on the Soul Reaper for increased healing. They got the Plated Greaves. There's just no real contest coming out here from the side of Hex. They take out a second tier 2 tower, so that is 4 towers going the way of our Legion side. And all of a sudden, they are in an almost 6,000 gold lead. So a big advantage now. We have a smoked up Parallax here with the Icon picked up, so he's hunting for some kills. We have Nighthound with a Arcana. It looks like he'll be going for that Twin Blade, perhaps. See if he decides to change that into something else. We do have the team fight happening though. Glacius goes down first. Parallax hits a counter kill there on the Wretched Hag, and Parallax will go down to that damage. The Elder Parasite with Shadow Blade. The damage on the right clicks is there. There's the flame consumption from a curse. Do they have the damage to dive this? He pops the Seer here, and he will get stunned up by the Soul's Sight again. That buff to Shadow Blade is really nasty. Shadow Blade putting in the damage there. He is 14% on the hero damage charts as he picks up a double tap there. We'll see him building towards his next item. But meanwhile, this is going on. We have the tower being pushed by Soul Reaper and Bramble. Nighthound unable to prevent that pressure. So, okay, we have an Ice Brand picked up. So he's going to go for the Frozen Light here on Soul Reaper. I wasn't expecting that, but looks like he'll be going into a Dawnbringer. There is the Twin Blades on Nighthound. And we have actually a Helm of the Black Legion on Bramble. So he is, he's not farming the best, but he's very tanky with the Vestments on top and the Plated Greaves. Nighthound is going to get dusted here. Here's the freeze from Glacius, the Vine Wall on top, and Nighthound just disintegrates. So he will go down. That Word of Sight there, giving them the information before he faded out of Invis. They are looking to do Kongor here, actually, with the Elder Parasite on Shadowblade. And Devo and Blacksmith are here with the Frenzy. The Blacksmith giving everybody that Frenzy. They're actually, looks like they're going to be able to do this Kongor without Legion really contesting this. Blacksmith getting a little low there, but they have the damage there to do the Kongor. And Shadowblade with 28 intelligence, so he is in intelligence form here. Nighthound has respawned now. Parallax jumps in there. There's the hook though from Devo to kind of prevent that kill on the Shadowblade. Do they have the ability to save him? No, they do not. So he still goes down. He melts to that Parallax despite being in intelligence form. Just so much damage coming out from Parallax there. And they're actually knocking on the tier 3 tower here. They're going to put some good pressure on this tower. Let's see if Devo can line up a hook. They can prevent any further damage. The tower almost taken down to about half life here. The hook will land here on the Parallax. There's the Cloud on top, and Parallax will fall. The Bat Blast actually hits all 4. Will the chase pursue now? Blacksmith is giving the Frenzy over to the teammates. And Nighthound, he is on his way over. Glacius going to channel the Glacial Downpour. Will he be the sacrificial lamb here? It does get canceled. The hook will miss. The Vine Wall is down in the background. Wretched Hag with the tablet, not able to get away from that Vine Wall. And now Nighthound is in some trouble. The Demonic Execution will lock him down. And it's a double tap coming out for Soul Reaper. And now Shadowblade, he's going to leap to Blacksmith here. And will they be able to hold this Rax is the question. Shadowblade pumping in the damage. He will force out the flame consumption from the Blacksmith. And the Spore Breath will unfortunately miss. Soul Reaper picks up the Firebrand, so he now has a full Dawnbringer in the works. The tower is almost down. And luckily for Hex, the respawners are still very short, so they will be able to defend this tier 3 tower more likely than not. But some big momentum coming in from our Legion side here as they take a almost 7,000 gold lead here at the 21-minute mark. So we see a Glowstone on Blacksmith, and that could be a Staff of the Master. We have a Mighty Blade on Devo. I think he's going to be going for a Shrunken Head, actually. If this was a Staff, I think we would have saw the Glowstone pick up. So we have almost 500 GPM on the Swordbird. He started off, I believe, 0-3, so he's got 3 kills since then. He's now a serial killer. Parallax, the next highest GPM. He picks up the Post Haste on top of that. So he's up to 440 gold per minute. They're going to run into Wretched Hag here. He blinks away from that Fulcrum just in time. Will he be able to make the escape though? Glacius with the Astrolabe, he's going to tank that damage. The Vine Wall comes down. Will they be able to chase down the blacksmith here? I don't foresee him making the escape here. He's going to go for a juke, but 5 players are here from our Legion side, and that's 2 kills going the way of Legion. So Wretched Hag and Blacksmith are dead. And while this is going on, we have the counter push happening from Nighthound in the top lane. This tower is very low, and unfortunately Devour is going to hook the creep there. So they get the deny there on the tower. The Rax is exposed. They have Parallax porting out as he doesn't have Earth Shatter up. Defend the top lane. We have an Abyssal Skull picked up on Bramble. Perhaps they want to do their Kongor with that Abyssal Skull picked up. That is a little bit of an interesting pickup. It does give armor to everyone, but I don't know if they necessarily needed a Abyssal Skull, so hopefully they use that to do Kongor. If that is the reason for buying it, it's okay. Devo yoinks a creep there. He's got 2 out of the 3 pieces for his Shrunken Head now. Parallax, she's got 1800 gold saved up. We'll see what she decides to go for next. Perhaps another defensive item, something like, well, actually, Shrunken, a Nullstone, something, even a Sheepstick could be on the works. We'll see what she decides to go for, but something to kind of keep her fighting even longer. Could even see something like a Staff of the Master, but no Shrunken Head. Well, oh, actually, I say that, and there is a Shrunken Head on Shadowblade. That one actually caught me by surprise. I didn't notice that he already had that. They're very close to getting their Shrunken Head on Devo as well. So we see, what was that item pickup? See the hook here on the Glacius. He will go down very quickly. The multicast coming in from Blacksmith. The Vine Wall is down. Accursed is in the front lines. Taking that Shadowblade. He does have the flame consumption, but he can't. Actually, he couldn't get it off. That was Bramble. What am I saying? Bramble goes down. That was not even Accursed. Alright. Got my heroes mixed up there a little bit. But great hold coming in from Hex. I'm not too sure what happened there for Legion. And Parallax just wasn't there. He's going to pop the Earth Shatter. He's going to get stuck in a Nighthound Cloud. He's going to take him out there with the Fulgrim. He will jump to safety. So, yeah, I think Shrunken Head could definitely be an item choice for Parallax this game, just to mitigate any of the pressure. But he will pick up a Mystic Staff here, or Acolyte Staff, and we'll either see something like a Sheepstick or a Frostfield Plate picked up. So we see Blacksmith and Devo making their way over here. He's going to line up the hook there on Accursed. Flaming Hammer comes out into the stun, and they have plenty of damage there. Devo pops the double damage rune as well. So Wretched Hag, she actually picks up a portal key. That is actually what I thought I saw. Yes, portal key and tablet. That is not your typical Wretched Hag build. So we see our Legion side going for the Kongor. Devo now has his Shrunken Head. Nighthound has 2,000 gold saved up. We haven't really seen a whole lot from Nighthound in the in the last several minutes. I feel like he's kind of been very quiet as of late, but he's getting close to whatever his next item is, most likely. The Kongor does fall uncontested here for Legion side, so they do put some good use to that Abyssal Skull pickup. See Soul Reaper picking up a Gnome's Wisdom. It is interesting that he buys it after the Dawnbringer. I would have rather liked to have seen that before the Dawnbringer, but gets it nonetheless. You see Hex going for their own Kongor now, and our Legion side is going to try to get here in time. They get very low on several heroes, but they do make it just in time to get that Kongor kill. I think we'll need to see a Shrunken on Nighthound, or he will not be able to fight into Parallax and Soul Reaper. But at the same time, he is going to need another item, something like a Nullfire Blade. He actually goes for the Rift Shard, so he's going to go straight damage. We'll see if that ends up working out or not. If he's able to get some Rift Shard procs with that Twin Blade, then maybe he can get the fast kills on some of these backline heroes. I have all 5 grouped up here in the bottom lane. A little bit surprising that they want to group up bottom because they do have an open Rax here in the mid lane. Nighthound is going to try to stop the push here by killing the creep wave. The Wretched Hag, she is failed rotted up here. Shadowblade, he should be careful here if the Vine Wall comes out. It could very well be a kill. Picks up a Staff of the Master on Shadowblade. Oh my god, that damage on Glacius. Wow. That was some damage. Top lane, Parallax takes out Devo. Devo almost gets the counter kill. So they get the deny there in the top lane as they hold the tower. Damage coming in from Shadowblade with the multicast. Can he get his Shrunken off? He does. And he's taking a lot of pressure. He's going to have to leap to Blacksmith. He's going to use that Faint Siphon to gain himself some movement speed. Looks like he had his vestment or something. Gives the bottle. This is the bottle from Devo. There's the Vine Wall down. Parallax pops the Earth Shatter. They're going for the Rax here. There's the Glyph of Fortification coming out. This Rax might still fall. The hook is going to miss, unfortunately. Blacksmith is going to stun the Soul Reaper. Soul Reaper picks up a Shrunken Head, by the way. So they have Shrunken there. There's a Sheepstick on the Parallax. That is a big item pickup for them. They have 2 players over 500 gold per minute. Shadowblade almost at that point as well, but he is level 17 currently. Going up against that level 20 Parallax. Nighthound has a Roof Shards 2. He continues to only be at around 300 gold per minute. Shadowblade's Veiled Rod is going to pop here. Going to pop the Soul's side here. The pounce comes in from Nighthound. The shotgun is popped from Soyber. Glacius almost dies in the background. The auto attacks are just so strong. Bramble comes in with the Spore Breath, but he will miss as the tablet gets him to safety. Vine Wall is not up for 15 seconds. So we actually have Spell Sunder on the Blacksmith. He does not go for Staff. That is quite interesting pickup. They are decently tanky. So they have a Bound Eye on the Accursed. Devo will line up the Devour here. They're going to get the kill onto Sorber. He pops the Shrunken. He goes in. Nighthawk will get the kill there on the Glacius. Now Bramble, he did already use the Vine Wall. He's going to get stunned up by the Fireball. Wretched Hag is here with the Bats to slow. And they're going to take out 3 players here. Looks like nobody died on the side of Hex. They're on the chase here. The Sheepstick with the creeps. Take out Wretched Hag. The sidestep there on the hook. Parallax, is he going to be able to turn this one around? He actually decides to man down. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I feel like he could have killed Blacksmith here for sure. But there is a Devourer up on the Devo. He is in position here. He's going to throw out the auto attack into the Eat. Is there going to be any team support though is the question. The portal key, as he just picked up a brand new portal key. We'll avoid that hook. So Shadowblade has another 3,600 gold saved up. He continues to be... Oh, he's actually in strength form now. That is interesting considering he's against a Soul Reaper. I feel like being in strength form is not going to be the best for him this game. But, he switches over to intelligence form now. He does have that staff, so he can cycle through the forms very quickly. It puts his quintessence shift to 5 seconds. So he gets Cleave in strength form, True Strike and Uniwalking in agility form, and Man of Steel in intelligence form. Alex is going to miss his jump here. He does have the Sheepstick though if he's able to get in range. Nighthound continues to level up his Rip Shards. He gets level 4 now. We'll see if he goes into a defensive item. I do still think the Shrunken Head would be quite good for him. Shadowblade just purchased something with his big amount of money he had saved up. Soul Reaper. We might be seeing a Nullstone here. Picks up a Blessed Orb. I don't think that would be anything else. Actually, it could be a Grimoire. It could be either a Grimoire or a Nullstone. But I think in this case, a Nullstone would be more sensible. We'll see. Going for the Kongor here once again. Glacius taking that boulder like a champion. Devo picks up the post haste. He has a portal key post haste Shrunken. This was a roaming Devo that's still 300 GPM. He has found a lot of farm this game. So very impressive. So we see the trio of Blacksmith, Nighthound, and Shadowblade doing Kongor now. Picks up a Frostburn on the Shadowblade. So he was in agility form there. Still sitting on 2,500 life with the 62 agility. The haste on the Devo here. See if they go for a kill. This Soul Reaper, oh boy. That is going to be a very dead Soul Reaper. He just melted. Post haste coming in from Parallax, but I think he quickly realizes that he's outnumbered here. And with the haste rune on Devo as well, that would just be a little bit too risky to go for. Oh, the hook attempt from Snooki almost lands there. If that hit, that would have been a massive hook. So I think between Nighthound and Devo, they can take out Parallax very quickly if he's able to get the Devour off in time. There's a Storm Spirit picked up on Wretched Hag, so she is pure utility this game. She picks up a Post Haste, a Tablet, a PK, and a Storm Spirit. Now that is not your typical Wretched Hag build, so definitely a very different style of play. We have Shaman's Headress on Blacksmith. He's going all the Tonk items. He's almost 2,000 HP as a support. Oh, he lands the hook here on the Bramble. And it doesn't matter that he's tanky. They will bring him down very quickly. The port is coming in from Soul Reaper here. He does pick up the Nullstone. So he has a very defensive style of build here with the Nullstone and the Shrunken. We'll see if he looks to build into any aggressive items now. The Sheepstick does come out here on the Devo. He does not get his Shrunken head off. Nighthound could actually be in some trouble here. The Bound Eye is up on Parallax, and Nighthound is falling as well. Top lane, Parallax able to port up here. He still has the Earth Shatter activated, and Wretched Hag could... Well, he has a Storm Spirit. Oh, he misses the jump there. Wretched Hag's actually going back in. Is that going to be a mistake? Oh my god, the Fulcrum does so much damage to Wretched Hag. Wow. Is he going to actually pay for it with his life, though? Shadowblade is going to spot him out, so yes, he will. The Bound Eye does drop. We'll see if they remember that's there. And now a Curse could be in some trouble, but here comes Soul Reaper and Glacius. They're going to go for the kill on the Blacksmith, but Shadowblade is just melting everyone. He 3-shots the Glacius. The Curse goes down. Here comes the Shrunken Head from Soul Reaper, and he did already use his Demonic Execution, so they will not be able to bring down the Shadowblade, but wow, the right clicks coming in from Shadowblade. He was hitting so damn hard. So we have now a 3 versus 3 as Devour has respawned, but he actually ports into the bottom lane to do some split pushing with the Post Haste. Sheepstick here onto the Shadowblade. He does not have a Shrunken Head for 40 more seconds. Is the team support going to get here? He pops the Soul's Sight, and there is no team support to follow up that Sheepstick, so just some good pressure coming out, but no kill going to happen here. Devo is making his way to the mid lane, and we still have Glacius respawning Accursed in the base, so only 3 alive here for our Legion side, but all 5 are here for Hex as Nighthound is leading the way, and I don't think there's any Eye or Words of Revelation down, so he's going to be able to walk freely around. See if Glacius ends up placing a Rev Ward. He puts one over on the cliff here, but he is going to be just fine. So Shadowblade, he's got another 2,300 gold saved up. He does have a lot of replaceable items still. He could still replace the Elder Parasite, as well as the Sacrificial Stone. These are very small items. Glacius is going to just die. I think he died to about 4 hits there. Parallax buys a Void Talisman. Here comes the Shapestick onto Shadowblade. Do they have the burst? The Storm Spirit comes in from Wretched Hag. Shadowblade gets the Shrunken Head off to follow up that barrier. The Vine Wall is down, and Devo, he did already use his Eat. We're going to see Bramble end up falling here. Shadowblade goes down as well as Blacksmith. It's a double tap coming out for Swordburst. The Demonic Execution was used as well. And Parallax is going to port in to the mid lane, it looks like, to pick up the kill onto Wretched Hag. So Nighthound, I don't know, I think he wasn't there when this was going on. So they took a fight, 4 versus 5 it looks like. And our Legion side just capitalized very, very heavily. This might be a Raxer. We have buybacks available on the Shadowblade, and, well, the Nighthound is still alive, so only the Shadowblade. But they have a good amount of time here to try to get a Rax. They already got the melee in the mid lane. We'll see if they can break this second Rax now, as we are nearing the 45-minute mark. We're at 43:22 to be exact. Here's the buyback from Shadowblade. We'll see if that scares off our Legion side or not. The Glyph's pop, but the tower will end up falling here. And now it's Nighthound and Shadowblade with Blacksmith respawning in 4 more seconds. This Rax is most likely going to fall. I don't foresee them getting here in time to defend this. Will they get the full set? It looks like they will. And they will also get the range Rax in the mid lane, so they don't end up saving either Rax here. And now they're up 2 Raxes to 0. And this is going to be very difficult for Hex to come back from with a 2 Rax deficit. They are going to need a very big team fight in their favor to bring themselves back here. Glacier's going to get caught out by the Devour. Wretched Hag will use the Sonar Scream. The hook comes out as well. Come here, you know what, says Devo, as he lands the hook there at the end. So they will get the kill onto Glacius, who is doing a little bit of warding, but small consolation prize, I think, as they are still quite strong with just the 4 of them. But Hex will look to try to get something done here. The fireball comes out. Oh, the damage! A Curse, can he get his flame consumption off? He does at the last second. And Parallax jumps in with the Sheepstick. They take out Nighthound. Now Shadowblade. The Demonic Execution will stop the teleport, and Shadowblade will fall. So Hex, they overstepped their boundaries, thinking that 4 versus 5 was going to be in their favor. And they only get the kill there on the Accursed. So they lose both the Shadowblade and the Nighthound, as Devo, it looks like, and Wretched Hag were not interested in fighting down there. Parallax, he's trying to find the Hag. He's got Sheepstick available. Can he find him? Oh, he can! And is this going to be a kill? Yes, it will. The damage from those Fulcrums is just so massive. He's sitting on the 4479 mana pool compared to the 1417 of Wretched Hag. So much mana here on the Parallax. That is a ginormous mana pool. Devo will blink in here on the Parallax with the Devour, but he does port to his Fulcrum. Now he does have Portal Key up, but he cannot get it off. And, well, that's going to be a death here, as the second buyback does get used here on the Shadowblade. Meanwhile, their tier 4 towers are going down without any defense. And the rest of the Legion side, they weren't even really in the area, so... Although the kill on the Parallax was nice and all, they did still lose a tier 4 tower at their base. We're going to get a double damage rune here. Perhaps look to do the Kongor. We do see a Frostfield plate picked up on the Soul Reaper, so he continues to buy this defensive style of build. But the Frostfield plate, I think you could say, has good merit here, as he is going up against 2 auto attackers in both the Nighthound and the Shadowblade. Speaking of Nighthound, we see him pick up a Shieldbreaker. That is a very late Shieldbreaker pickup. So he is going for more or less that one-shot style of build. No defensive items in the bank, and pure right-click damage. So we see the Kongors going down for both sides here. Bramble buys a Portal Key. I don't know if he's had that for a while now, and I might have missed that one, but he picks up the Bulwark on top of that Abyssal that we talked about earlier as well. Tablet on the Accursed with the Dreamcatcher. It looks like to prevent any healing from that Elder Parasite, perhaps, once that Shrunken is down. A bit of an interesting pickup, but still a solid item. Bramble jumps in here. There's the Devour from Devo, though. He pops the Shrunken, and is there going to be any follow-up? Shadowblade is not quite here yet. And Soul Reaper, he's leading the front lines here. The Judgment will get Portal Keyed away from Glacius, will go down in the background. And Shadowblade will also pick up the kill onto Bramble. Can they get any further kills, though? Nighthound does go down in the background to Parallax, and now it is a 4 versus 3, it looks like. Shadowblade is on the run. He pops the Shrunken, but he's not manning up. There is just no way he can fight this. They're still too strong with the Parallax and the Soul Reaper leading the front lines. And he pops the Frostfield play. Blacksmith is going to get slowed down by the Dawnbringer as well. And despite being tanky, a nice hook coming in from Devo. Will they be able to get Blacksmith to safety, though, is the question. Parallax is doing everything he can. He's taking some heavy auto attacks. There's the Storm Spirit on the Wretched Hag. Devo comes in with another Devour on the Parallax. And Parallax, will she end up falling? Yes, she will. But they do get the kill onto Shadowblade, and he does not have a buyback. Smackdowns are coming out left and right. The buyback is going to be number 2 from Parallax. He does have the post haste, so he is back in the mid lane. He jumps into the base. He kills the Wretched Hag. Is he going to be able to kill the Devo as well? He's going for it. He's going to walk into the hook. The Void Talisman, though, popped just in the nick of time to avoid that fountain damage. And that is going to be only Devo alive. Nobody with a buyback, and that should be the game. Devo is going to try to do everything he can here. But he's going to pop the Shrunken Parallax. He's just manning up with the creeps and auto-attacking. Meanwhile, you have, I believe Soul Reaper was up here in the top lane, but he is now joined in the mid lane. He tanks the fountain, and that will do it here. As the Sacrificial Shrine will go down. Nighthound has respawned, but it will not be able, or he will not be able to prevent the Shrine from falling here. So our Legion side, we'll call him team, or we'll call them new team. As I pointed out, they will take game number 2 here in, I believe that was close to a 1-hour match. Let me just pull up that match ID real quick again as I kind of exited a little quickly there. It was a 49-minute game, so we didn't quite hit the 1-hour mark, but a 49-minute game where our Legion side did end up taking the game. So that will do it there for game number 2.